You see that big giant deer up there? You see him, Fluffy? That's what we're after today. I'm really looking for a deer about this size or bigger. I mean, my daughter did get a very, very big deer that year. But this year is our year to get a big buck. But this dog right here, and I forgot to introduce ourselves. My name is Daniel the Big O, and this right here is my service dog, the Fluffy Poodle. That's right, Mr. Fluffy Bear, and his green hair. First thing I gotta do is put on these boots. Put on these boots, tuck in, and it's very, very important, okay? That we tuck our pant legs inside the boots so we don't track our smell along the way. Time to get my hat on right there and get my book bag that has my arrows, my face mask, and then grab the pew that we're gonna use this evening. Now, if you guys haven't seen yesterday's video where we showed you how we got Fluffy's dog blind completely ready, got it ready, and how we also prepared these clothes, because taking a service dog out there in the deer blind or out there in the deer woods to harvest a deer is very crucial that you eliminate a lot of those senses that a deer has. Eliminate those so you can get a little bit closer and harvest that big buck. So I'd highly suggest that you definitely watch that video yesterday of using that American Indian, that secret American Indian tip and trick. Oh, that is definitely something worthwhile and gets us in a lot closer to those big giant bucks that roam these woods. Our area is right down here, but I need to set up my bow so we can, just in case if we see one going in, we can be ready. Now to do this properly, you use this string mechanism right here, and you pull it back and do all of that, but this is not the video for that. Now, like I said a second ago, we're in a very good area where our hunting spot is right on the other side of this thick stuff. Since the Fluffy Poodle is extremely well trained, we want to make sure he is always in a safe environment, since we're using these rage tips. These rage tips that we're going to put inside this apparatus that we're going to be using this evening. Now, this is the part that's very important as well, as walking to the spot when you have this and you make sure your dog is in that perfect heel position while you're going to your spot so everything is safe. Again, I can't stress safety enough. Anyways, let's go to our spot. I got Fluffy's blind with me. It's right here, okay? We're walking through these woods. We're on a ridge top. Not all the way at the top of it, but you know, kind of on a saddle. Fluffy, place. Forgive the poor lighting right there. It's just where we're set up. This is the perfect area to have it at our back so they don't see us coming in. I got a major trail right down there, along with another trail that goes that way, and another trail that goes that way. Basically, we're set up right at a T in this area, so if anything comes along that way or comes right on up, we're going to be right here to get it. Now it's all about the waiting game. Wait for them to come in, and we harvest them. Here, dear, where are you at? It's little moments like this. Just enjoying the woods and nature. Having man's best friend right by his side. This couldn't go any better this evening. Except if we had a big giant buck walk by and we harvest them. You guys see that doe down there? There's a doe down there. It's a female deer. They got people who don't know, okay? It's a female deer walking by. Hopefully there's a buck following her very soon. Fluffy, he's doing good. He's smelling the air for me and making sure we're good. Those just walked on by. Still waiting on that buck to come in. Deer call and a rattler. I'm not a professional deer caller, okay? Just bear with me, all right? Fluffy, back. Stay. There's a buck out there. It's just a little spike. And you see, I had to tell Fluffy to get back, okay? Don't move, Daniel. Daniel, don't move. Don't move it, muscle, Daniel. You got this. There's a bigger buck right behind this spike. I wish I could show you guys right now. I can't move. Don't move, don't move, don't move. Buck fever's starting to set in. My heart rate is thumping. Come on, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. He turned. Safety off. Mer. 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 Safety back on. So I think what happened was it's definitely the rut right now, and those two bucks were on that doe's trail. They didn't want nothing to do with us and weren't coming over here at all. They didn't stop. They didn't want to hear us, didn't even want to look at us. Their nose was to the ground and following that female. Now, if you don't know what the rut is basically when all the females are, not all of them, but majority of them are in heat, and it's breeding season. It's definitely breeding season for these deer, and we come out here during that time because these bucks are a lot more vulnerable during this time of year. And I'm just saying, this is already hot and heavy. I think this is going to be a good season, and this is going to be an unforgettable hunt. Fluffy, back. That's how a service dog is when we're out here in the deer blind. Great job, Fluffy. Great job. I know, Fluffy. We thought that squirrel was a deer. We were about ready. Oh, we were gonna get him. Just so you know, what's really nice is, we are off the trail about, a good 10 to 15 yards. And whichever way these deer come, I can definitely prepare and see them and get Fluffy back before I have to pick up my pew and get ready to. Oh, is that one? Yep, we got a deer. We have a doe up ahead. You see Fluffy's hiding perfectly. That doe is way back there in the thick brush. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's really thick over there. But there's a doe walking right there. I love it. We got a lot of action tonight. I don't know if that's the same doe or not from earlier. I don't know. But I'll tell you one thing. These woods are starting to come alive. Yeah, they are. So I felt like I had to move over just a little bit and stay closer to Fluffy right here. So if I need to cover him up like that, I can, along with having a lot better lane right down there, because that's where that the bottom of the T is right there, and then everything branches off right here. Oh yeah. So as of right now, we only have about 15 minutes left of before sunset, and then we have 30 minutes after that. And I got a major feeling that big buck's gonna come in here a little bit any minute now. Any minute that big giant buck is gonna come in. I believe down that way, or down the bottom of that T. That stupid squirrel got me again. I thought it was another deer, but it wasn't. Oh, I love them squirrels. Don't you? Comment down below if you like squirrels when you're out deer hunting. So if you can't tell by now, hunting here in the bluegrass state of Kentucky, it's pretty thick out here. To have really good lanes is very difficult sometimes, especially when you're on public land. When you're on private land, you can make the lanes a little bit better, but it's still not the best because the tracts of land are so hilly and so diverse. It's kind of rough. And I'm just saying, that's what makes the Kentucky deer so big and so prize-worthy, is trying to find those hidden gems, those big giant bucks that are out here in these hard woods, all in these rolling hills of the bluegrass state of Kentucky. So with it being only the last 30 minutes of illegal light, I'm gonna enjoy it with my service dog right here and hopefully show you a picture of this big giant buck here in a couple seconds. We only have about 10 minutes left. Come on, Bucks. Come on, buddy. There's a deer right there. There's a big, huge buck right in front of us. He's a little bit far. Well, no deer, no deer, no deer this evening. Well, the Fluffy Poodle and I did not get a deer this evening. We didn't get a big giant buck, but let me tell you what, that only means one thing, and that means that we get to continue to bring you guys along on these amazing hunts that we get to go on. If it's deer, waterfowl, or anything in between, we bring you guys along to show you that if we can get through our challenges and our disabilities, so can you. So with that being said, Fluffy and everybody else, we'll see you guys on tomorrow's episode. Make sure you guys like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.